smacking the game about. I'm smacking my chain about. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name on your mind. I'm about getting the grind. I'm about holding the floor. Coach, give me some more. It's about to go off. Off, yeah, bomb. That means it's ready and good. That means it's big in the hood and I'm big in the hood. It's good. What they talking about? I'm just saying about everything, everything.
Game 2 started with Team Troyden getting out to a commanding 13-6
Long time to game, boys.
But the second quarter was a different story as Team Cash made a push and took the lead.
Oh, you baby, let's go, LT! I love LT, man. How is business? I love you too, AJ. Let's go!
But in the end, James Harden, a.k.a. My Park Bully, made some big plays to even it up at 1-1.
Oh, wow. Okay. Bro, I'm going underneath the screen, bro. Well, game number 2 we lost, but this is the best of 3 series. The fans are watching, and I'm pretty confident that we're going to take game 3. Let's go, boys. Good ball movement.
After an early seesaw battle, by the end of the second, Team Cash had already started to pull away.
You don't tap it out! Turn up, Jack!
This is Kobe time, baby.
But Team Troyden...
We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, when LaMarcus Aldridge left the Blazers for San Antonio in 2015, most expected a rebuild in Portland. But Blazers GM Neil Olshey said there was never going to be any bottoming out. There was development. We brought in quality, undervalued players, and they've begun to thrive in our system and our culture. Kevin, they have reason to be proud in Portland.
Indeed, there is. Thanks, David. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Black Hole. Sabonis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Thompson, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Mitchell, Williamson out there with Kemp, and it's Vucevic, and it's George in at the 2 guard. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Sinks the triple.
We're real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now, here's Thompson. Vucevic with the block. Here's Williamson. Can't hit that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Cousins inside. Vucevic on him. And that one's good. Cousins.
Oh, really? Cousins is so big and strong that you really have to whack him to prevent him from scoring. He welcomes contact with open arms and more.
Now, here's George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Williamson with it. Sabonis is there. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. Misses off the right iron. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Fighting through fouls and converting. You gotta love the aggressiveness of Cousins.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Cousins, no good on the free throw.
Well, the combination of size and strength, it makes Cousins a tough cover. I mean, overpowered.
I guess even he has. It's one of those once in a while.
Offensive rebound, Sabonis, and it's blocked. Williamson dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Williamson. Vucevic trying to get open. That's good for Williamson on the assist by Mitchell.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength, it's the body control.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Kemp. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Cousins, and it's Portland with the rebound.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, once Williams gets downhill, late contact is going to have no effect at all.
Now, here is Irving. Fires the three, and he's good on the three ball. Irving's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bulls.
Well, he is looking confident. I love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's what he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
He takes the 12-footer and hits.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Vucevic. No good that time. Nice D from Cousins. Irving against Mitchell. High arcing shot, and there's the nice layup by Irving. Irving's got 8.
Nice little floater there. When you're Irving's size, this is an important shot to have in your arsenal.
Mitchell against Thompson. Mitchell kicks to Williamson. Thompson against Mitchell. Over Thompson. And it's Mitchell missing.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, he took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. The Bulls leading by 3.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, and this team needs results. Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
And Thompson kicks to Sabonis. Irving against Mitchell. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Here's Kemp. Here's Williamson outside for George. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Got a piece of it. Paul George with the steal. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Thompson.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Shoot two.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one. There's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic. How about that guy? I mean, that's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him. And then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from. And that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you, because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
For George, coming off a terrific season. First in steals, and of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the second most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Jumps up, and it's Paul George with the finish.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Now here's Thompson. To end the run. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Vucevic. No points in the game yet for him. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet were set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even the slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Jordan comes in for Vucevic. And it's Oladipo in for Mitchell. Al Horford, he's checked in for the Bulls. Lowry comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Lowry. And the Bulls with another miss.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
And another turnover here by Portland. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they were smart about it. Once the foul started to add up on the other side, they really turned up the heat.
Now, here's Lowry. Oladipo with the block. They recover it.
It's very difficult for the D to cleanly contest Cousins. Just the hulking presence who bullies his way into shooting fouls.
Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And for Boylan, Chris, he's been a bit demanding on his roster.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to be tough. He's tasked with molding this young Bulls core. I mean, the front office wanted a hard-nosed coach. They believe they found their guy with Boylan's approach.
Now, here's George. He's got 9 on the wing. Porter. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Ogden left side. Back to Lowry. Outside to Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Knocked away. Stolen by Brogdon. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Lowry has the open look. Oh, good on the 3. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Second is Paul George.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Chicago leading. Floats it up for Cousins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I love the chemistry Cousins has with these guys. I mean, sensational at finishing these alley-oop opportunities.
Oladipo, the pass to George. Back to Oladipo. Off the run. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage.
Now, here's Cousins. 10 points for him.
And really, that's the brilliance of George. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Jordan against Cousins. Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And an impressive job by Cousins to get the D to overcommit. He's one of the toughest covers in the league in the interior.
The NBA fans sometimes call the 6th man. Let's talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, home crowd, can make for a team in a play.
Well, I can talk about that from my experience. Let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Bloody, we believe in you. Praise her. Every shot is good. She make them creatively. They be bright. They be big. And we looked for her for encouragement.
Why did this say get Wyld to Stallion?
There was some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris. So people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans, how loud they are, how they get on the team, how they get on the rest. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The 6th man, the fans being the 6th man, that is not a cliche, that is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real, and some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win today.
A lot of energy.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
George against Brogdon. A nice shot by George.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Here's Black Hole. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and his lead to score.
And George with the stop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's Lowry. Kicks to Horford. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Lowry, good.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
George dishes to Oladipo. Good work defensively by Lowry.
He's got to do a better job making the team pay for their mistakes.
Good ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Black Hole, guarded by Porter. Passes to Horford. And here's Lowry. This one for three. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's the pass to Jordan. 29 seconds left to play in the first. The shot that time, not on target. The drive by Cousins. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that play.
Oh, just the blazing speed of Ariza coming in handy on break, really using his quickness to beat everyone to the rack.
Lowry against Oladipo. Teardrop shot. And the shot goes in. Lowry's got 5 points so far. DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from the place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. And people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and, I just believed in it.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and spend energy.
So for Chicago right now, Lowry out there with Brogdon. And it's Black Hole. Then there's Horford. And it's Gafford in at the center position.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Where are you at? Are you playing?
That one is off. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job, okay. We don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you developed. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so, yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else.
They sure will.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
No good on the free throw.
Bro!
Some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him over jam.
Okay.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
And he sinks the second.
And more and more recognition for all the things he does. Horford's finally gone from underrated to appreciated.
George against Brogdon. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Brogdon. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown.
Look at her go.
Black Hole's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pops it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Black Hole. 5 to shoot. From deep. It's hauled in by George.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia.
Oh, did you
Lowry
see
said
that?
a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Down by the Bulls. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, you better get your ass
inside. Down low, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Lowry passes to Brogdon. A three. Offensive rebound, and it's Horford with the extra effort. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in the last game against Memphis.
And don't leave out his rebounding, Kevin. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Portland may have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good. Paul George. A different look now for Portland. Vucevic checked in for Jordan. Williamson comes in for Porter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Chicago also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Horford. Klay Thompson comes in for Black Hole. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And both free throws good for Paul George.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Irving. He kicks to Thompson. Knocked loose. Stolen by George. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Mitchell. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 23 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Chicago calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
No, we're not. I have to do my homework, so I can't. But
It is our duty as Americans to jump prediction from the grid.
Ben's checked in for Portland.
Looking now at some numbers for Sabonis. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Trailblazers trail by 7. Mitchell finds Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Chicago making a switch here. Horford's checked in.
true.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Really through the last.
That free throw good from Williamson. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And finished off by Williamson.
Many fans came here to see Williamson, and his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
Now, here's Irving. 8 points for him. And again, no good by Chicago. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Yeah, see, he was really good.
And he can't get the first one.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And the second free throw, good.
Looking at Williamson's size, I mean, skill and athleticism. I'm trying to think of a more unique player to enter the league.
Here's Irving, and the Bulls with another miss. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And that one's good, Williamson.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Irving passes to Brogdon. Back to Irving. Horford kicks to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Back to Kemp. Now here's Williamson. He's covered closely. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Williamson's got 15.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Horford kicks to Thompson. retain possession. Chicago calls timeout. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Paul George on top.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Vucevic against Horford. Clock at 4. Outside Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
George dishes to Mitchell.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
First trip to the line for him here.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Good on both. Chicago has gone 4-6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Irving finds Thompson. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Chicago leading by 4. Fast break, here they come. Pulls up. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Kemp. They get it back. Williamson.
Well, this is your challenge defensively. How do you stop Williamson without fouling?
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Second free throw, no good.
And you look at per-minute production, and you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis
at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
Irving against Mitchell. Got it from 16 feet. Mitchell's got 7 points. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
A nice shot by George.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Thompson outside. Passes it to Brogdon. Here's Irving. And it's Portland with the rebound. Right side George. And again, it's Portland converted.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now here's Irving. He's got 14. Thompson outside. Shoots the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. That's 10 points for Klay Thompson.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
On the wing, George. Covered by Irving. And the dunk by Williamson.
They're lost defensively. Stop Zion. I mean, just too much athleticism, too much skill.
And Chicago shooting 44% from the field in the second. The pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. A very nice season for him last year. Last year averaged 21 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Now, here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. To the inside. 5 on the clock. George, no good. And Chicago shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Irving against Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. Williamson, the pass to Mitchell. Tries it from 9. And they pick up 2. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Irving surveying the floor. Over Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Tries again. And he comes up with the deuce. Sabonis has got it all tied up now for Chicago.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
Now, here is George. He's got 21. Basket counts.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Mitchell against Irving. And it's Portland with the rebound. Williamson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's George. Goes back up. And the layup is good. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Pass to Horford. Irving against Mitchell. Ogden kicks to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. Another miss by Irving.
It's been a struggle for him this quarter, but he's not losing confidence. I mean, he keeps firing. Give him credit for that.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brogdon. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Portland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Mitchell. Outside, George puts up a three. That one, no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Well, they were really in attack mode. Most telling stat is how many times they got to the free throw line. They weren't all afraid to get their hand and get those elbows dirty. You know I'm a specialist when it comes to the elbows, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Portland leading by 7. They've got Vucevic. Paul George is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Kemp, and it's Williamson in at the 4-man position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Chicago with the ball. Bulls trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Black Hole. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 10 points for Black Hole.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this, GA. I mean, you try to jump on, dictate the tempo, seize the momentum.
Now here's Kemp. Fades away. Just 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And so Cousins will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. The feed to Thompson. Sinks that one from the post. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
A stronger guy than some think. I mean, it's not enough just to bump play. You have to do more.
George looking around. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Thompson. And it's Mitchell missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Kemp passes to George. Here is Kemp. Mitchell finds George. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the rejection by Cousins. Pass to Irving. Thompson outside. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Portland trailing here. Now Mitchell. 12 points for him. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Now, here is Irving. Cousins inside. Covered by Mitchell. On its way from Irving for 2. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Feeds it to George. And George with the stuff.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Thompson passes to Cousins. Passes it to Black Hole. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Irving against Mitchell. Irving passes to Black Hole. Now here's Irving. Guarded closely. Vucevic with the block. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Connects from 3-point range. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA. Don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Irving against George. A baseline J, and it goes down 2 points. George has got 33 points. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Here's George following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Mitchell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for George. Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Bulls trail by 6. Gafford passes to Thompson. Count that one. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, great job of mixing speeds on the dribble. I mean, Clay's ball handling is one of his biggest improvements since entering the league.
Mitchell against Thompson. And Thompson sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
Wow, the way Cousins runs the floor for a big man, he can really hustle when he sees a chance for an easy score.
Oladipo dishes to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. And the rejection by Cousins. They get it again. Here's Williams. Oh, look at him.
Yeah, and you feel like Williamson can do this almost any time he wants. The strength, the athleticism. I mean, it's next level.
Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Switch here. Jordan's checked in.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Lowry. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 14 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet music.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, you see him close that gap. What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Did I follow you? That's hilarious. You were watching this.
And that one falls for Kemp. So he gets them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, very smooth touch on his stroke.
Bulls trail by 6. Now the pass to Cousins. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Oladipo. It's tipped. Blackhole passes to Lowry. Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, going into summer, Klay Thompson had said he wanted to stay with the Warriors. But Chris also said that he deserved a max contract.
Yeah, and if you look at Klay's resume, it's hard to argue that he isn't worth that amount. Let's remember what he's done for this team. The shooting he provides, the defense, the championships, he's earned what he was given.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Williamson. And Porter subbed in for Kemp. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. You know what, Greg, you're right. Thinking back to Thompson, he had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Bulls. It's Jordan on the wing. Mitchell outside. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. That's his 6th field goal today. That makes it 6 for 11. Bulls trail by 4. Brogdon the pass to Cousins. Pass to Black Hole. Poke loose. He's picked up by Cousins. Fires from 14. That misses off the back.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Oh, we can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Oladipo. Oladipo at the jam.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lowry against Mitchell. Catherine passes to Lowry. Connects in the foul line jumper. Lowry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Oladipo outside. Back to Mitchell. Here's Ariza. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Brogdon. Here's Black Hole. 10 points for him. Here's Cousins. Over Porter. Another one falls for Chicago.
He's been dominant this quarter. He's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Mitchell against Lowry. And it's Cousins with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 5, and there it is for him.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Outside Lowry. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Black Hole. 3-pointer. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
He logs his first 3 of the 2nd half after nearly 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Mitchell finds Jordan. Mitchell against him. And it's Mitchell missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, but Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
Black Hole. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Porter. The Bulls have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Take a break. Take a break. Reset.
One drops. He ties it up. Kemp's checked in for some reason. And the Bulls making a change also. Horford's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Portland. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
No clue how he got that one to fall. And
You hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Come on, Vic. Come here, buddy.
And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
6 on the shot clock. Cousins, the pass to Brogdon. Outside Lowry. Fires for 3. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Porter outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Black Hole's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lowry fires. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Oladipo. Here's Porter. A beautiful reverse layup. Porter's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with 2nd and 3rd chance opportunities.
Now here is Lowry. 7 points in the game. Here's Brogdon. Nice D from Oladipo. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And it's Kemp with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Bulls trail by 6. Bounce pass from Lowry. Here's Cousins, and it's blocked by Jordan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. George is checked in for the Trailblazers. And a change for the Bulls. Irving's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon.
Here comes the game-winning score.
Will it go? That's good from Lowry on the assist by Horford. 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Porter finds George. George double-teamed. Here's Kemp. A putback, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Irving for 3, and it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. He gets it up, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Right now, we're making the hustle plays. You getting back and getting a stop. You on the boards, all right? Those energy plays are what got us back. Then we make shots. Keep being aggressive, all right?
And guys like Coach Stotts love seeing hard work, Greg. Really encouraging his guys now.
And he should. I mean, they've been hustling out there and finally being rewarded for their effort.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Bulls. Sabonis is out there with Black Hole. And it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Lowry in at the shooting guard.
2.
Yeah.
And he knocks down the first one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
He hits both from the stripe. Portland leading by 4. Kemp passes to Porter. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the rejection by Cousins. George against Lowry. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And George gets it to go. George has got 35.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Lowry kicks to Irving. Over George. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Irving.
So poised under control. Irving is a master of sinking contested shots.
George finds Oladipo. And the rejection by Cousins. Outside Lowry. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. A different look now for Portland. Vucevic comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Williamson subbed in for Michael Porter. Sabonis drops them both. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Outside, George. George, double team. Kicks it to Williamson. There's the lob to the hoop.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Bulls trail by 4. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Here's Irving, the 15-footer. Good. Irving's got 20.
Oh, you better stick with Irving. You can't allow him any separation in the pick and roll.
Oladipo taking his time here. And the call will be against Sabonis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Chicago making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Kemp kicks to Vucevic. Oladipo outside. 3 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. The shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with cruces.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the bit vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Chicago. Trailing by 4. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
After the monster first half from 3-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
Oladipo misses.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
On the wing, George. George double-teamed. Williamson, the pass to George. Over in the corner, Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Back to George. Over Thompson. George, no good. Bulls trail by 4. And here is Cousins. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Kemp. The tray. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Black Hole. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Portland, no good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Now here's Irving. Back to Thompson. Tipped away. Stolen by George. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 5 assists in the game. Thompson passes to Irving. Over Oladipo. That one a little long. Trailblazers leading by 4. Shoots from 12. The shot by George, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Irving against Oladipo. Unloads from 9. And the Bulls with another miss. Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land. 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Kemp can't hit. Bulls trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oh, you love the confidence of Cousins. His ability to rise up and toss up a shot as soon as he gets the ball is tremendous.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Trailblazers making the switch here. Mitchell's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Deflects the pass. The pass to Black Hole. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 19 points for Black Hole.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
George dishes to Kemp. Here's Williamson. Buries it down low. Williamson's got 4 this quarter.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Here's what Portland has on their schedule. On Sunday,
Way to go,
they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, the Minnesota Timberwolves will come into town.
That's so funny.
Sabonis finds Thompson. Poked away. Cousins with it.
Idiot.
George picks him up.
The ball.
George against Cousins.
Look at this. So dumb.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, last season, DeMarcus Cousins, coming back from injury, was on a minutes restriction. That's the case this season.
Yeah, even when he was being held under 30 minutes a game last year, he was putting up numbers. I mean, people forget just how huge his contributions are when he gets a full slate of floor time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Cousins drops them both. And here are the Trailblazers now. They lead by 1. George against Irving. Left side, George. Here's Williamson. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Irving. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Now, here's Mitchell. To the wing on the left. Kemp kicks to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mitchell is double. Back to Kemp. Cousins pulls it in. And so Cousins will bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11 points.
The recognition of when to shoot, when to drive, Clay's got it down.
Trailblazers trail by 3. The guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Cousins with it. George picks him up. Cousins with it. He dishes it to Irving. Shoots. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Williamson missing. The Bulls leading by 3. Now Thompson. Pass to Irving. Here's Cousins. Covered by Mitchell. Pass to Black Hole. That time from Kemp.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Boy, he finally got in a perfect position to alter a shot. Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact.
Here is Irving. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Here's the teardrop. Vucevic with the block. Outside Kemp. Passes it to George. On the wing, Mitchell to take the lead. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Thompson misses. Trailblazers shooting at 51%. Really solid. George double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Trailblazers now. Here's Mitchell. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Irving passes to Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 27 points for Klay Thompson.
And Kevin, when you really need a bucket, go to one of the premier scorers in this game, Klay Thompson.
Mitchell is better. And the pass to Williamson. In the corner, George with it. Inside. And slam dunk for Vucevic. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. We talk about an excited arena.
Now, here is Irvin. 59 seconds left in the game. It's tipped.
Well, what I love about Williamson is sure he can get up. It's the timing of the jump that makes him special.
Player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Ew! Are you serious? That's horrifying! Getting better. That was uncomfortable. Are you chat it?
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Bulls. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Posts it up for Cousins.
Cousins relishing the opportunity to come through in a big moment, in a big way for his team.
A critical possession right here.
Crowd on hooks and needles, Kev.
George double teamed. Outside Kemp takes the three. And no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Thompson dishes to Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Sabonis. Thompson outside. Beyond the arc.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
Let's go.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can't cash in.
Oh, no. No.
At all costs.
Down.
Johnson for him. We'll see if he can handle the second.
Yeah. 9 seconds left. Oh, miss again, miss again.
And he does.
Damn it.
Second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 1. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
What you gotta do this time?
Seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You want us to shoot through that? Why? And then you just
The best people can go up
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
What you love about Thompson, I mean, the competitive nature. He loves to play the game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win sets a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who's standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, we're at the early part of the season, but what did you want to accomplish tonight, individually and in the team flow?
I just wanted to come out here and compete, get the win. We wanted to set a standard for ourselves. The most important thing was just coming out here and competing for my teammates and, doing whatever possible to get this win.
And you all did that tonight. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
You don't even like that.
Correct. But I do like winning.
Why are you so mean to me?
You were the one who was being mean to me. I was very calm the entire time.
You're mean to me.
Yes, I do. I do. Even if you want, I would have.
You hate me.
I had way more three-pointers than you. Holy crap. Oh god, James. I can't help you.